Hi and welcome back to my channel. So today's one of those days where I forgot to tape an intro, and I am doing a wear test today. I'm actually in the middle of it, and I'm testing out the Jouer foundation, the Metamorphosis eye palette, as well as their lip balm. So if you would like to see how my day goes with that, then stay tuned and let's get started. Okay, so I'm going to be trying out Jouer today, and I am going to start with my normal, and this is the Kate Somerville Wrinkle Warrior, and I'm just going to put that all over my face, just a little dab. What this does is it smooths out your skin, plumps, and relieves of wrinkles. I do not normally put this like on my nose so that my foundation will stick a little better on my nose, like right on the bridge. But I do put it down my neck. And right now I've got some cat scratches right here. She scratched me during the night. So I'm a little bit, I think, swollen right there. Okay, so I'm gonna do that, and I'm really curious about this foundation because when I saw Christine do it, put it on her face, she used like 1 or 2 little dabs, and that was like it for her entire face. So this is the Jouer Essential High Coverage Cream Foundation. The color that I chose online is Pebble, and it comes in a little bottle like this. Okay. This is a 0.68 ounce. It's 20 milliliters. It's got hyaluronic acid in it. It's matte, oil-free, tripeptide complex high coverage cream foundation. Okay, so it says supreme coverage, lightweight and long wearing essential high coverage cream foundation creates an impeccable airbrushed matte finish instantly. Simply smooth a small amount of concentrated formula onto the skin with Jouer's essential precision foundation brush and buff to reveal your perfect complexion. All right, so this is also, it says dermatologist tested, chamomile extract, cucumber extract, hyaluronic acid, tripeptide complex, paraben free, matte, oil free. So again, the shade that I got was Pebble, and I'm just gonna put a little bit, since this is my first pump, I'm just gonna put that much on. Now, I did also get her foundation brush. Now, her foundation brush is insane compared to my little foundation brush that I normally use. So, I'm not sure how, it's very soft, it's very luxurious. But let's see what it is. Now, Pebble, she has, you know, a million shades online, which I appreciate. It's hard, but I took the little test online, and this is the shade family that I came up with. So, all right, so let's dab just a little bit with the foundation brush. Oh my gosh, it really does go a long way. And it's definitely full coverage. Wow. She was not kidding. Now, because I used that big brush, I need another squirt. Because most of it went on this side when I first stroked it. So let's put it like all over the brush. And there we go. That is a big brush. I'm not used to using such a big brush. So next go around, I think that what I would do is put a little bit on my cheeks and then use the brush with it, to be honest, instead of just putting it on my brush itself. All right, so let's start with that. Now let me do my brows, and you've seen me do my brows a million times before. Okay, so there's one done. Let's do the other one off camera. And poof, there's my other brow. There we go. Okay. So far, I think this foundation it's looking pretty good, actually. I think I just put too much on, actually. So, all right, so we're gonna use the Metamorphosis today, since that's Jouer. And I was really proud of her. Proud, is that the right word? I don't know. I was happy to see that she was donating a portion of her proceeds for a cause for buying this palette. So here's the guy. Ooh. And I really think it's cool the way that she named it Metamorphosis. One, because of the butterflies, but two, that her donation location of where she was doing it, and I cannot remember the name of it, but it was to help people get back into the workforce and get jobs and, you know, learn how to take care of themselves again and so forth. So it was kind of a metamorphosis for their life. So that I was really excited about. Now, at first glance, there we are. Let's take off the little thing here. It does come with a brush. So you've got your highlighter, blush, and then you've got eyeshadows. I'm not going to use that brush today, but I am going to keep it in there, which makes it great for travel. It's pretty sturdy, and it's got this really nice mirror in it as well that you can, so that way you don't have to search for a mirror. So, okay, so let's start with my Tarte brush. And I did put foundation on my eyes, and that's all I'm going to do today. So I'm not going to put any primer or anything like that on. I'm just going to go with this. So I did put foundation on my eyes. I didn't put any primer or anything like that on. I just put foundation with my brush, and I'm just going to go with that. So, all right, let's go with this guy right here. And this is going to be my base color. Now I'm gonna this is gonna be very subdued today because I am going to get my hair done. Yay! All right, so this is just gonna be a base coat on my eyes. There we go. Then I'm going to take a fluffy brush, like a blending brush. This is a Morphe E27, and I'm going to go in with, this is more of a black, this is more of a brown, but for a transition color, I'm going to try this guy right here. And there we are. Now it's a very subtle pink, so I'm doing a little bit at a time So it's not picking up. I mean, as you can see, I've not like scraped it a lot or anything like that. Just a little bit at a time. Alright, then I'm going to take the other end of my Tarte brush and I'm going to go in with the brown and put that on the outside. Just gonna blend that together. Gold because that's kind of, well, maybe I'll do the pink. Maybe I'll do the pink in the center. Even though that's like a blushy color, I think that's what I'm gonna do. All right, I'm gonna use a smudge brush and try that first, and I'll go in with this one. So I've got a lot of pigment on there. And where is it? All right, let's try my finger. All right, so that's a little better. And then I'm going to take this again and blend it all out. All right, let's take a small brush, and this is that. I'm going to go in with the shiny here. I've got lots on there. And just put that in the corner of my eye. For some reason, I'm just not getting the pigment that I'm used to with a palette. I don't know. Is it bright to you guys? I mean, I can see the pink, but it's like all the brown, even though it's like a smoky, it's not dark like what that is by any means. All right, then I'm gonna take that same color up here and I'm gonna go under my brow. And I'm gonna take that same smudge brush that I had the pink on, and I'm gonna take the brown, no, let's do the black. And let's do underneath. Let's take some bronzer. This is the powder bronzer by Anastasia Beverly Hills, and this is in the shade Tawny that I normally use, and I use one of these brushes from Kat Von D. I'll take a powder brush. This one is from Bare Minerals, and I'm just gonna buff that out. I'm going to take the other end of that, and since I used this before, I'm going to put some of that on my cheeks. And then I always put on my spray prior to putting on any mascara or lipstick. So we are at that step. Let's get started with this. And I'm going to take my trusty little beauty blender and pound that into my skin. I did get 2 lippies with the kit because I bought the kit, not them singly. And let's see what we've got here. Oh, and these are her lip gels. Is that what they're called? Lip Enhancer Shine Balm. Okay. So this is what these guys are. One is pretty dark. Pretty dark. Oh, but look at that pretty color. Okay. And then this one, I think she had 3 of them. Is that one? How pretty that one is. And I think I had the 3rd one too, so hang tight. All right, and then I have the 3rd one. And let's open this one. Isn't that pretty? All 3 of those colors. Now, of course, with this look, I think I would definitely go with the darker one or the lighter one. Let's go with the darker one. And that one is, okay, so let's go with the darker one, and that one is called Mariposa. There's that. So it's very sheer, and you don't need a whole lot, but that's what it looks like after I put it on. So it's very soft and creamy and wet. So again, you don't need a whole lot on in order for it to show up. All right, so let's go in today with some mascara. Let's try this guy. It is the Stella Huge. And I'm not going to put any on my bottom lid today. Okay, so that is my final look for today. First thoughts. The foundation looks good. I think that next time, like I said, I will dot and then use the brush to put it on instead of putting it on my hand, and because she used like 1 dot for her entire face. So I probably would switch that up next time. The eyeshadow is really pretty. It's pretty, but it's very faint. It's not, if you want that really bold, knock 'em dead look, I don't think that you're gonna get it with this palette. But it is a very nice, romantic, subtle palette. to where, but I really had to put on some of the colors. The pink here in the front is, I mean, because a lot of these colors that are in here really look dark, and they weren't dark going on at all. That's a really pretty color too. Oh, I'll try that one next time for sure. But like the pink, that looks like a bright pink. Even on my cheeks, it's not real bright. So it's a nice romantic subtle palette, I think, if that's what you're looking for. And the lip balm. The lip balm so far is very hydrating. It does have pigment. It's got lots of pigment, but it's very soft. So you don't need a lot to put a lot on to get that wet look. I've been sitting here drinking my coffee. I do have, you know, some on there to where it did leave a ring. So just like any other lipstick, that's what it's gonna do if you drink. So, but other than that, I think it's a really pretty palette. So let's go throughout my day today. I'm gonna be going to get my hair done today and to get all this taken care of. Oh, it's just atrocious. And I will check back in with you later. Let's get started to the hairdresser. Coming to see you, Summer. So I wanted to do a really quick video. This is my face in natural sunlight, and I'm getting ready to go in and do my hair. Yay me! But this is what it is in sunlight. Okay, so this is my final check-in for the day. I do like this foundation. However, because I have dry skin, I think that I needed a better moisturizer underneath, especially with creasing like up here around my eyes. I like the formulation of it. It's very concentrated. A little bit does go a very long way. And again, next time I think I will use a beauty blender and polka dot my face instead of using a brush. So that's my thought on that. The lip balm stayed on quite well today, actually. I was really surprised, impressed. My lips feel really good after using it all day. They don't feel dry, they feel moisturized, and they still have a little bit of tint on them. So I was drinking coffee most of the morning, and even after multiple drinks, it still stayed on. So, and I still had the pigment color in it. So the lip balms are also a plus. I do like them. The Metamorphosis palette. My thought on that is, at the moment, again, I put foundation on my eyes. I did not use, which I do that a lot of times when I use palettes. I don't always use primer. I do put foundation with that same brush on my eyes. So that's not anything that's new for me. But I do use primer as well. This time I did not use primer. I used the foundation on my eyes just to prime them. And if you're looking for that big punch of color, I don't think that the Metamorphosis is going to give it to you, for sure. You can see, you can barely see the pink that I put there to begin with. The dark brown is really faded. It didn't stay like I thought it was going to. I mean, yes, definitely you can see that there is eyeshadow on my eyes. As I'm looking here in the camera. But you can't even see the shine here, or barely on the inner corner shine either. So Yes, it still looks pretty. It's very, very subtle though. Like I said, it's kind of a romantic palette. But if you're looking for that big punch of color that's gonna stay with you all day, I don't think that this one is it. Kudos for Christine for donating proceeds from the palette to the organization. I do give her kudos for that. It's a beautiful palette. It's just not one that, like I said, is going to give you that punch. It's more of a romantic, what word am I even using? It's more of a romantic, subtle, neutral palette, I guess is what I could say. Neutral palette? Even though it has the berries and everything in it, neutral doesn't always mean just flat browns or anything like that. But yeah, for as pigmented as they looked in the palette, that is not portraying on my eye. So there you go. That is my thought. But the foundation, again, I do like it. I just think that because I have dry skin already, I need to put a better moisturizer on underneath. Otherwise, it still looks very smooth and so forth on my face. And that I really like. It doesn't feel like it's drying, but again, because I have dry skin, I can feel it a little bit that I should have put on a better moisturizer. So, all right, so there's my thoughts. Make sure that you are subscribed for upcoming giveaways, and I will catch you on the next one. Thanks so much, and God bless. And I'm out.